Applesauce, bitch.
What's happening, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to Film Junkee Live on your Monday, July 26th. That's right. Monday's over with. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to help with my Monday wine. That's right. Pinot Grigio for this Monday. How's everybody doing out there today? Huh? You're watching the Snyder Cut right now? Well, good. Keep watching. Over and over. What's up, Mr. Jason? How you doing? Batfleck forever. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Mr. Jose? Batfleck, baby. Great. Tomorrow again, Dodgers and Giants. Again during the week. Always puzzles me why they are just like not doing the weekend stuff. Whoa! What's going on, David? Ooh, how you doing? I just wanted to say good job yesterday. The stream was amazing, and also my prayers to Scott's family. Yes, for sure. Thank you. Yes, yesterday was a ton of fun. It was something that was in the works for a while. I did tell you guys that. We'll talk more about that. But yes, apparently Scott's family, if you go to his Twitter, he did talk about a certain tragedy that happened on his wife's side. So, thoughts are with them. Cheers to them, of course. Never good, especially when someone takes their own life like that. I mean, that's what AFSP is for right there, guys. He said the link will always be provided down below, too. If you ever want to donate, always there. And, you know somebody who's struggling with something like that, struggling with those kind of thoughts, refer them to, of course, AFSP, because they are here to help. They're here to help. Let's see. There you go, Mr. Abel. What's going on, sir? How you doing, yo? Finally caught it live. Well, that's good. It's good. Nothing like a little Monday water. That's true. Batfleck and Robin? That'd be interesting. Hello, Malin. How you doing? How's it going, Mr. JD? Yeah, it's pretty good. Like I said, I mean, today I was trying to struggle to get something done today. Didn't quite get it fully finished, but, I'll have it fully done tomorrow. Luckily, it's due tomorrow. Always make your deadlines, folks. What's going on, Mr. Niner fan? How you doing, sir? Batfleck lives. Yes. Now, this puts good. Hopefully, I could put a little smile on your face. That's all what I try to do. Ahoy, ahoy! How you doing, Mr. Jason? Mr. Will Morris is here, too. It's going pretty good, Elias. Just doing my thing. That's what I'm talking about. Mr. Shadow, how you doing? God, thing jumps all the time. Stephanie, hello. Ascended Ancients here. Of course, we got Eric. Hello, darling. How are you? Joe. Bippity bam. What is up? Katsuka, how you doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, everybody. Yes. I mean, he's back technically. I mean, obviously, when it comes to Batfleck returning and we see all the images and stuff, which of course we'll go over today. I mean, obviously we know what he's been doing. We definitely know what Ben's been doing. I'm just saying, but it is like I said, it's pretty freaking awesome that the guy is, he pretty much is. I mean, we saw, J-Lo, she turned 52 yesterday. She posted some bikini pictures and it's like, holy crap, she is 52 years old. Yeah. Wowzers. And I guess you got to, have a little fun with that over the weekend, all while his Batman was trending today. So he hadn't even put on the suit. And everybody's talking about Ben Affleck's Batman. So, yeah, it's awesome.
Applesauce, bitch.
That's right. Applesauce, bitch. So there you go. But meanwhile, Ben's just kind of,
We get it. I'm good at it. I do the alphabet. A is for Alfred. B is for Bat.
It's a clitoris. I get it.
Jesus Christ. Those sketches will never get old. Yeah, we're good up. Ruben, you're behind, you're a little crossfaded. Well, hopefully you'll make it through the rest of this. Jeez. Hopefully you'll make it through that. But now we'll be talking about that, of course. We're going to be talking about the box office because I didn't do a box office video yesterday. So we'll talk about what happened at the box office. We'll, of course, be talking about James Gunn. Of course, he's doing a lot of press for the Suicide Squad. So naturally, people are going to ask him about David Ayer and the Ayer cut. So we're going to talk about that as well. And then we'll round it out by kind of just like breaking down the Army of Thieves teaser that came out yesterday, which was awesome. I didn't do a reaction because I was like, oh, it's just a teaser, and plus I was headed out the door. So when that thing dropped, I was just like, all right, we'll just talk about it today. Why not? So that'll be a subject today. So there you go, guys. That's the topics for today. And like I said, if you're watching this not live, yeah, what I try to do now is try to chapter everything out. So just look down in the description or look at the timeline little slider thing. You'll see that everything is chaptered out for what I'm going to be talking about in here. That's right. And I think the biggest thing, of course, it's just I think we all were just excited to see that Ben Affleck's Batman is back, even though it's not him. Still nice to see, and we'll talk about that. We'll do all that. It's pretty exciting stuff, though. So hopefully you guys are doing good. Everybody doing good. Yeah, I said your name. That's right. What are you talking about? When it comes to Film Junkie Live, I'm always looking at that live chat. Ruben, don't worry. I'm always looking at that live chat. I try to be as engaging as possible. But I appreciate you guys, of course, clicking in. Hit that like, thumbs up. Smash it. Smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, too, if you haven't subscribed yet. And if hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. And then, of course, I do members-only vlogs. And once a week, we do a members-only live stream. So if you want to become a member, hit that join button, of course. Or if you want to join the Patreon, too, you could do that. That is provided down below. I try to give you guys, we actually do a live stream together. And then, of course, try to give you early access and stuff like that, all there. And then, of course, the Film Junkie Closet, where you can find a shirt like this. I figured this shirt was fitting for today. Flashpoint, it's something, whatever. But if you guys want to, check out the merchandise, it's all down below right there. Right there. I love the fact that Scott was actually wearing the Metalhead shirt during the discussion yesterday. Of course, got the Vodka Stream shirt, the Keaton shirt. There's the Flashpoint stuff, and then the Coors shirt. So got it all right there. So good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So let's go to the tweets. All right. Share this. All right, let's check out the tweets. What was happening for the last, day or so? And like I said, fucking winning. This man right here. Look what that guy's doing. While we're over here kind of going like, hey, look at that. We're seeing Ben Affleck's Batman on the set of The Flash. And this is what he's doing. Reenacting. They're literally doing a reenacting of, I think J-Lo had a video a long time ago where he was literally doing the same thing on like a yacht. You know what? You almost wonder sometimes, were these paparazzi pictures planned? You know that celebrities do that. They plan paparazzi stuff just because they want to make sure. So you kind of wonder. It's a good shot right there. But yeah, I mean, Ben Affleck's Batman just totally, woo, man. Totally trending, and he's just, he's been having fun. I do kind of worry, though, because I did see a video of them kind of celebrating. And, I mean, they were at a club, so you kind of worry about Ben kind of falling back into, his struggles that he's had, of course, with alcohol. It looked like he had maybe like a soda or something in front of him. Hopefully that was the case. She looked like she might have had some wine in front of her. Hopefully he's in a place where he can be around that, and he's not going to just fall headfirst back into that. But you do kind of worry. I mean, especially, because it's not like he's hasn't fallen back into it before. So I was a little worried when I saw that he was on some nightclub and stuff like that. Hey, Wonder Meg's here, guys. I don't know what I want to be more, his hand or her butt. Well, I want to be his hand for sure. So maybe I want to be the butt too. I mean, I wouldn't mind Ben Affleck caressing my booty. Anyways, let's move on. I just got into a weird spot here, but it's fine. That's what happens on Film Junkie Live. Hey, Invincible, according to Mr. Creator Robert Kirkman, yes, they are going to make a live action film, and they're having massive efforts are being put in place, are being put to make sure that the film experience is unique right there. So yeah. So yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, there was always talk about a live action Invincible, but I'm kind of going like, man, so close to after that first season. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be difficult. You kind of fear because, like, man, it's going to be a little difficult to do a live action version. Because first off, you got to do like another kind of version of the story. And then, I mean, some of the events that happened in that first season, I mean, how are you going to, it's going to be interesting to try to translate a lot of this stuff into live action. It's going to be interesting. And this is, hey, film fact, guys. Apparently, Ernie Hudson, who played Winston, of course, Winston Zedmore, in Ghostbusters, auditioned for the same character in the animated series, but didn't get the part because they didn't think he sounded enough like Winston in the movie. What the hell? What is this, Warner Brothers? Oh, my God. I don't know. That just kind of like, wow, that kind of blew my mind right there. Like, what? He didn't sound okay. Interesting. All right. I mean, makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Yeah. So that was kind of weird. Hey, and speaking of Ezra Miller Flash, nice little shot of him right here on the Justice League set. Looking pretty, with his cowls. And then the Wolverine. Happy anniversary to the Wolverine. Dropped 4 years ago today, man. And I mean, geez, I remember when this image dropped. I mean, yeah, you never seen a person so fucking shredded, but yet somehow he still over shredded himself a little bit. Like when it came to Days of Future Past. Well, I think he was like bigger. He was slightly bigger in Days of Future Past. But right here, it was just like, Jesus Christ, man. It's just, man, it's like, it's cool. But at the same time, I'm like, the veins just kind of freak me out a little bit. How do you get so vascular like that? It's called dehydration. That's what it is. So, but they always plan that kind of stuff. But apparently, like, Jackman asked The Rock for some advice when it came to that. 6 months, 1 pound of muscle a week, 6,000 calories a day, 6 meals a day. So there you go, guys. It's that simple. Just take 6 months, do that, and you're good. Nah, I think there's a little bit more to it. M. Night Shyamalan. Of course, I mean, this meme is floating around, and then this was pretty good. So he retweeted this. Let's go to the beach. Not the one that makes you old, right? It's good stuff right there. Come on. So I'm glad that M. Night's having a little fun with that. Donnie Yen, reporting for duty, sir. Beautiful bastard. Love Donnie Yen, and he's going to be in John Wick 4. I hope it's hard to imagine Donnie Yen as a bad guy. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a good guy, but you never know. So Donnie Yen. Did I say Wen? Donnie Yen. Sorry. That last time I said Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen. I think I was thinking of Samantha Wen when I thought that. And yes, guys, you can now listen on the various different platforms, very different podcast platforms. You can now listen to this crazy interview that just, man, I tell you what, guys, this was something that was just a lot of fun, and it was in the works for a bit, and it finally was able to happen. We were finally get everybody together. At first, it was going to be a pre-recorded thing, but then I figured since we were doing it on Sunday, I was like, hey, is it okay that we do live? And they were all okay with it, and ended up being great. And yeah, there's the thumbnail to it. Like I said, like I joked about it at the very beginning of the stream, I was very much going for an album cover for a 4-piece rock band right here. So yeah, I was like, all right, I was like finding all the images of each one of them. And then I was trying to position them in such a way and then have something behind them. And yeah, then I just kind of called. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to call it the Snyder Crew. So really cool stuff. But yeah, it was a treat and a pleasure to talk to these guys yesterday. You could just tell the camaraderie that these guys have. And, just the fact that they could just work with each other and create some really awesome stuff. And, man, hopefully maybe we'll get like another little roundtable going too, get Zach involved, get anybody else involved as well. But it was pretty awesome stuff. So if you haven't checked it out yet, please check out the stream that happened yesterday with the Snyder crew, which of course is Brian Hirota, Mr. DJ. I always Desjardins. I didn't want to like screw up his last name, but John DJ. That's why he goes by the nickname DJ. And then of course Patrick Tatopoulos and Damon Caro. Really good conversation. Really enjoyed that yesterday. So, and then of course, so anytime you have something like this, I mean, obviously, this was Steven's question, so naturally it should come from Screen Rant. Various crew members from Zack Snyder's past movies weigh in on whether Lex Luthor actually peed in a jar in Batman vs. Superman. So there you go. There you go. I mean, that was Steven's question, and it had to be asked. Those are some of the questions that were asked yesterday, and that's what I love about it. Random questions like that. Well, so the question was asked to the four gentlemen. Did Lex actually pee in that jar? Some pretty funny stuff when it came to that. All right. Let's put this to bed. Finally. Can we? Okay. So remember like last week, or maybe it was the week before. I don't remember. I think it was last week, where everybody was making a big stink because Jason Momoa posted an Instagram saying that he's going to be reporting to the set of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And he talked about his hair. He said, it's the last day I'm going to have brown and we're going to have blonde next. So then naturally, the internet does what the internet does and takes every word to heart and pretty much kind of said that, hey, is Aquaman going to be fully blonde? And I remember talking about it going, no, I'm pretty sure he just meant what it was before. So obviously we have him on the set right here. And he obviously, you could tell, I mean, he probably just got out of the shower, but you could tell that his hair, just like how it was in BVS and in Justice League and in the Aquaman movie, that he's just got the highlights going. It's not going to be full on blonde, not going to be full on blonde right there. So don't worry about that. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. I need to find that video. Let me find that video that he posted. Be sure somebody has it. Find that video. But yeah, you know how everybody was like, yeah, you know how the internet does that. So let's see if like somebody actually posted the video now. Somebody posted a video of him. Who's that? That's not even him. I gotta be careful here. Where are you? I thought somebody was going to post a video, but apparently not. I should have had the video prepped and ready. But yeah, it's just going to look like this. That's all. It's going to have a little bit of highlights in it. It's not going to be fully blonde. Like that. There you go. Because it wouldn't make sense. Remember what? And I also remember this. Remember this image when this image came out and everybody was like, Jason Momoa rocking his dad bod. Like, what? I'm like, that's a dad bod? Well, Jesus. What the hell do I have then? I mean, it was always fun. It was funny how like there was headlines that actually said that is a dad bod. I'm like, no. The only thing, all he has to do is just flex, and that's no longer a dad bod. That's for sure. He's just not flexing the abdominals. You caught him when he's not flexing the abdominals, but he's still very much in shape. Remember that shit? Yeah. See, then you got him right there looking mean as hell. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so yeah, there was like a full-on video that he posted. But yeah, it's just basically him playing guitar right there, of course, and promoting some of his gear he has right there. But anyways, so we're good. We're good, guys. Please. We're absolutely fantastic with that. Okay. He's not going to be like platinum blonde or something like that. Although I did have fun, like making, like when I clipped out for a Film Junkie shot, I did have fun learning how to turn somebody's hair really, really blonde, because I'm trying to learn as much, when it comes to the new computer, I'm trying to learn all the stuff that I can. And I thought that was pretty fun. But yeah, guys, stop freaking out. It's not like he's going to turn into Charlize Theron in Atomic Blonde. We're good. Okay, we're good. Highlights, that's all it's going to be. So relax. But of course, everybody forgot about it a day later, like the internet does. So they're just going to move on to something else to freak out about. But I think like some people were kind of even thinking like, oh my God, yeah, this is part of, this is Hamada right here. And it's like, no, we're going to keep it, and James Wan, I trust. Okay, we're going to be good, guys. So there you go. Just highlights. Still looking good, Jason. Looking good. Anyways. All right, so we'll talk about that, of course. There's that. Hey, finally, guys. It's about time. I mean, my God. I kept on, how many times have I said it on here? Like, how many times I was like, when are we get another trailer? Okay, I mean, the movie's coming out this year finally. So when are we going to get another trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife? Well, happening tomorrow, guys. Not sure exactly what the time is, but I definitely will be doing a trailer reaction for the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer. I am hoping that we do like get maybe a little hint of some of the older guys coming back in. So, we'll see what happens. A lot of people were, of course, pulling from the discussion yesterday. One of the things that Patrick Tatopoulos said, I mean, this kind of goes with what happened today too. I mean, he posted that Batfleck image, and he said, and his quote simply was, "You need to keep talking about Snyder's vision." So there you go. That handsome devil, good-looking dude right there. I'll tell you what. But yeah, so posting that, keeping people talking about Snyder's vision, man. It's good stuff. So yeah, make sure you did, in fact, listen to that. I'm going to have stuff. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Got the World's Finest. They had their Power Hour, which kind of inspired me. I'm wondering if on the vodka stream we should do a Power Hour kind of thing. That's where you take a shot of beer, or a shot of whatever. Not a shot of hard alcohol, you'll die. But if you take like a shot of beer every hour, so that's like 60 shots of beer. See what happens. Yeah. So, and then of course we have this right here. This is pretty funny. You gotta love Jai Courtney. If you guys saw this right here.
One day, just maybe, there might be a DC Marvel crossover movie. If that were to happen, who is the character from the Marvel Cinematic Universe you would love to see recruited into the Suicide Squad?
To recruit for the Suicide Squad? That's a good question. Maybe Deadpool?
I'd go back to my
Makes
roots
sense.
and I'd grab Thor.
There was a vase in one of those scenes in Guardians 2 that I think Drax walked by. I would love to see that vase reappear.
It would have to be a Marvel villain, right? We'd have to go Marvel villain. So let's go with the Vulture.
I would say Quill.
Fuck Marvel.
Taking a page out of
One day,
David
just
Ayer's
maybe,
book right there.
might-
He just said, "Fuck Marvel." He didn't give a shit. He did not give a shit. It's good stuff right there. It's good stuff. He did not. Yeah, I mean that's why I know exactly, Jose. It's like, I've never been a big fan of Jai Courtney because he always plays douchebags. He always plays unlikable characters. But man, the fact that him as Boomerang was so perfect goes. Well, I mean, it helps that he fits the character to a T with the with being Australian and everything. But I mean, he definitely has that kind of humor to him. So it's good stuff. But yeah, so yesterday was cool. I mean, that's just talk about just I don't even know what's happening right here. Is anybody even talking in this screenshot? But yeah, talk about just a crazy fucking panel right there, man. Yeah. The only, like I said, if the man himself showed up too, that would have been cool. But yeah, good stuff right there, man. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, so many questions. Yeah. Mr. John DJ Desjardins. I think that's how you say it. Jardine. VFX supervisor. And hopefully those, a lot of the guys doing that. This is pretty funny when it comes to Ghostbusters. Obviously, this is a take from Army of the Dead. Army of Darkness, not Army of the Dead. Army of Darkness, come on. But I like that Ghostbusters version of Army of Darkness right there. So whoever made that, whoever drew that up, good on you. That's pretty much it. I did my spoiler discussion of old, which frustrated me a little bit. And then, of course, the Val Zod Superman, talked about that in a video. All that. So make sure you guys have caught up on the Ghostbusters trailer tomorrow. Yes, Michael. It's going to be great. But yes, let's talk about these set pictures here and videos and whatnot. Batfleck returns. That's right. Not exactly Ben Affleck, yes, but still his Batman. That's all that matters is the fact that it's his Batman. Okay. His Batman. So I'm gonna refer to the Flash film news Twitter because they pretty much have had like a lot of the stuff here. So, what the heck is going on here? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on. There we go. Page started tripping out a little bit, and I'm like, wait a minute. But they've been covering it a lot. They even have some pretty cool like little edits when it comes to stuff. So, all right. So we got some videos. We got some whatchamacallits. All right. So pretty much I'm going to start right here. All right. So, yes. This is what we've been seeing. This is what everybody's been pretty much talking about today. The Bat Bike. Oh, look at that thing. I mean, let's face it. When it comes to the various Bat Bikes, I mean, we even recently saw a Bat Bike. You know, obviously, when it came to Matt Reeves' Batman, it was a much more simpler design. Of course, that's what he's going for. But man, when you're gonna like design Batfleck's bike, I'm just saying, this matches it. I mean, when you talk about, I mean, obviously, you know, even when we talked about it yesterday, Patrick Tatopoulos, he designed the new Batmobile. Whoever designed the Bat Bike, and it's kind of funny too, because we actually talked about the Bat Bike yesterday as well. We did talk about the Bat Bike, and you know, the fact that he was actually more of a hovering Bat Bike, which is kind of cool when we saw those early concepts. But you know, when it comes to this looks like, I mean, you could almost even say like how like even when like in Christian Bale's, you know, the Bale Bat Bike, I guess you'd say, when it popped out of the tumbler. I mean, you would even think like maybe this even popped out of that Batmobile. So there it is right there on the street. Daylight, though. That's what I'm kind of curious about when it comes to this. Daylight. Okay, so here's a video right here. There's no audio, apparently. So, but there's a video. Totally just like pretty cool slow motion. Yeah, it's of course. So we have that. Some more videos right here. Just people just, you know, of course, just taking video of all this stuff. There's like, so it's like Batman is chasing after a Humvee, apparently. That's what it's looking like. So just more stuff from the Flash right there. Not sure. I mean, like trying to figure out exactly what is happening in these photos. And even right here, I mean, you almost got these, I don't know if this is part of the bike. Like if you look at this right here, I mean, remember how, I mean, it's almost like there's like orange dots for the CGI. I'm thinking that could be what this is all about, but yeah. And I wonder who he's chasing, but look at, and then there's this shot right here, just full on. Look at that thing. I think it's a fucking beast. It's sexy as hell. Just so sexy, man. I mean, come on. And then of course, if you look at the cowl looks very much like the Justice League cowl. Okay. So, I mean, it's very loose. Obviously, it looks a little wonky on this guy. This guy even looks like he's shorter than Batfleck, but at the same time, then you're looking at the costume. The costume is very much, you know, it's almost like the tactical suit a little bit, but it's slightly different. So it is, you know, it's a slightly different bat suit. It's a slightly different bat suit, but I think it's like, it's a little bit from the tactical suit slightly, you know, but it's got the same utility belt, which is cool. So, but that's like probably one of the best shots that we got right there. And then look at this right here, guys. Storyboard stuff, but of course it's all pixely, but I'm like, come on. I'm all just enhance, you know, enhance. Jeez. Somebody enhance some of that stuff right there. I don't know. And then this is pretty cool right here. Look at that. This will be a cool shot. Squeaky brakes. Look at that. Just God, I'm wondering like what the hell is happening in this fucking stuff, man. Group effort right there. There you go. Yeah, it's just gonna be interesting like how all this fits in and stuff. So yeah, the Flash movie. And then of course, you know. Okay, can't play that. There you go. Can't play that too much. But you know. It's good stuff. But yeah, just some more images right there. I'm wondering exactly who the stuntman is. I don't think that's Mr. Citrone. And definitely not Caro. So I'm wondering who the stuntman is this time around. But yeah, something's going on in this this Humvee right here that Batman's trying to get to. But it's interesting that it's during the daytime. That's what I'm kind of like, huh, very interesting. Why is it happening all during the day? Are they going to darken it? Are they going to darken it later? I don't know. Some more various There you go. See, I'm wondering who that is. It's interesting. It's very interesting to see what they're gonna do. You know, I'm always a sucker for like seeing. I'm always a sucker for seeing set photos and videos, because then, you know, right after that, it's like, you know, you start questioning like what exactly is happening in the scene. How is it going to look? Because, you know, most of the time it doesn't look that good. You just see like something. Oh, okay, they just filmed something. What's that going to look like in the final product? Even like when the Hummer just does that and it drifts like that and takes out some of those whatchamacalls, those posts right there. I mean, it's obviously probably going to be an awesome shot, but it's going to be like, you know, it's going to be like a 2-second shot right there. But I'm kind of wondering, I was hoping to get like a full shot of like front face shot of whoever is donning Batman, because I don't think we actually got a shot where you saw like the, you know, the crest and everything. I don't know if there was anything like that. So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering, did someone tease what Deathstroke was in the wait, Deathstroke? There's information that Deathstroke's going to be in there. Ballards. Is that what those are called? Yeah, because it's in Glasgow, right? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if there's gonna. I'm like wondering like what the front. I mean, obviously, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is they're gonna do, of course, coverage. Ben Affleck's gonna get into the costume and is gonna be full on doing the coverage of, you know, leaning and you know, just doing all that stuff. So that's what Ben's gonna end up doing next. I'm just kind of wondering where they're going to shoot that, because I keep on hearing that he's not going to go over there, that he's actually going to shoot it here. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, guys, thank God that Ben Affleck is going to be suiting up, okay? Because we were kind of worried, like, and there was information that was coming around, you know, that was being tossed around out there, that Ben Affleck, and I mean, I heard that his role was small, but I was like, you can't just have him be Bruce Wayne. You have to have him as Batman. You really do, because that would just be super disappointing. Have a little bit of Batman, and I'm just kind of wondering, where does it go? And I think hopefully they've brainstormed the idea, like, yes, it would be kind of cool to have, if we're gonna have like two different Batmans, maybe have them be in a scene together. I don't know. Hopefully that's going to be the case, and I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm just glad that, you know, the information that was out there. I know there was some Reddit stuff, maybe some other people that talked about it too. We're also saying that Ben Affleck was not going to suit up, and I was just like, that would just be a huge missed opportunity. You got to have him suit up, so he's definitely going to be suiting up. So good stuff. Gray said short cameo and his death. See, the death thing is weird to me. The death thing is very interesting, because I'm kind of wondering. I'm like, I don't know how true is that. I mean, I don't know. It's just, that would seem like it would, you know, that would be too risky too, because you're just gonna end up making like a lot of people mad about that. So I kind of worry about that too. Death scene, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I just think I would definitely be disappointed if there's some kind of death scene, but then at the same time, we're dealing with like time travel, multiverse stuff. So maybe something gets fixed at the end, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know if they should do that. And then they should just, that would be it. I don't know. I'm really hoping that that's not the case. It'd be done. You'd be done with DC if they kill off Ben. Yeah. See, I just kind of wonder about that. Like, why would they want to go? Why would they want to go? Grace has no sources outside of Snyder. Yeah. I'm just, yeah. You know, it's just funny. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't have, you know, the best batting average. Sometimes, you know, she's been good with a lot of things, but also not with other things too. So I'm just kind of hoping that, you know, people are realizing that it's like, oh yeah, we got people that have sources and that are digging in. So maybe they give out false sources or whatnot. I don't know. I'm just really hoping. I haven't. I mean, it's not like I have direct sources to all that stuff, but I myself, what I could say, what I haven't heard anything about a death scene. It just seems, I don't know. Seems like that would just be just dumb. But then again, you never know when it comes to Warner Brothers or Warner Media, you know, you just never know with those guys. But I just would think that would just be a very stupid idea for them to do that. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, obviously they're going to move forward with the whole Keaton Batman thing. He's going to be in more than one thing for sure. You know, I am getting more and more worried by the day when it comes to Batgirl and Batman Beyond kind of thing where it's like, is it going to be that? Is it? And if that's the case, I mean, I'm just kind of going, this is going to be very CW. Oh my God. It just feels like if that's going to be the case, that's going to be, oh man, that's going to be rough. I think that might be a little bit rough, but who knows what's going to happen with that. But hey, hopefully it's something good and Keaton just like knocks it out and Keaton just makes it something that can be special no matter how they tweak it. But I am worried.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
I just want that. I want a little bit of that Keaton in Flash. Anybody else? Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. No, but I want a little bit of that. You think we're going to get a little bit of that nuttiness when it comes to Michael Keaton, Batman, and Flash? Even though he's 70 years old, that's going to be that'd be interesting. Old man with a young girl in a cave. Yeah, I know exactly, Mattia. Exactly. I don't know. He's not going to become the main DCEU Batman. I don't think he's going to become the main, but I think it's just, but it is kind of weird because I kind of worry about it, but what can you do? Yeah, I'm just kind of hoping like, hey, I want to trust in Andy. And everybody involved. I want to have some trust in them and stuff like that. But I mean, we did hear that Ben Affleck kind of helped write his portion of all this and stuff. So I'm kind of wondering if, you got to realize, though, it's like, okay, so if they do kill off Ben Affleck's Batman, was that Ben just finally going, yes, that's how, because remember, he was promised when it came to, when he signed on to do Snyder's Batman, that's pretty much what he initially signed for, was just to do that. But then, of course, they wanted him to make his own movie. He always was supposed to go out in a blaze of glory. We know that. It's been talked about how he was going to sacrifice himself in most likely Justice League 2, which would have been interesting because then we wouldn't have had maybe him and no Ben Affleck Batman in Justice League 3. That would have been very interesting. So he was always meant to go out in a blaze of glory, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, so that mean that happens kind of here. What are we talking about here? So, I mean, if it ends up being the case that this movie does kill off Ben Affleck's Batman, we almost got to look at it like Ben was okay with that and fully was like, this is how I want to go out. So there's that whole aspect of it too. You got to look at it like that. It wasn't like it was forced, but it was him kind of going, hey, this is how I want to go out. Can we do it like this? Sacrifice? I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But I could trust these directors. I know it's just going to be a little disappointing. But if something where like his sacrifice adds to the story of Flash and it really makes some like cool shit happen and maybe there can be some kind of dramatic thing that I don't know. If it adds to the story and it really helps the story, then I could be okay with it. But I want to see him go out in a blaze of glory in Justice League 2. But at the same time, like, when is that going to end up happening? Because of, everything that's going on with the Snyders and stuff. I guess we'll see what happens, guys. But, your guess is as good as mine. What's going on, Mr. Adam? Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But it's just nice. It's just nice to see that Batman on the set. And like I said, that bike is beautiful. It's definitely, they're taken from Totopoulos' design of the Batmobile. They're totally, and everything else, the Nightcrawler, the Flying Fox, all that. It all has the same vibe to it. So it's really awesome to see that they're doing that they're keeping it up with all that. But I'm just kind of wondering too, the last thing that I wonder is like, why during the day? Interesting that it's all happening during the day. Are they going to darken it? Is it going to be like, at dusk or what the hell? I guess we'll find out. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. But there you go. That's all the Batfleck stuff that pretty much was coming out today. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, I don't know. Maybe more is probably going to be shown. I wouldn't be surprised if all week we're going to be getting a lot of this because chase sequences, you don't just shoot them in a day. So we might be seeing some other stuff, maybe some explosions, some other really cool stuff, maybe some Batman stunt work. Maybe we'll see him in the cape. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see more stuff that's going to be happening this week. And I'm here for it. I want to see the Fat Bat. I want to see it all. But yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes to that. I'm wondering when Ben's going to actually shoot the coverage for that. That's going to be very interesting. So, all right, let's talk about James Gunn on David Ayer and the Ayer cut. Yes. So, I mean, obviously, when it comes to the restoration of the Snyderverse, part of it, just a nice little part of it that seems like a no-brainer. Even though, the plan kind of put the kibosh on that the weekend after Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. Obviously when James Gunn was going to be doing press for the Suicide Squad, people are going to ask about David Ayer's Suicide Squad and the Ayer cut and everything. So, well, first off, what's great is the mutual respect, okay? No matter how you feel about either one of these men, okay? I know a lot of people, in the community and stuff they're not a fan of James Gunn. I can get that. But, he always expresses his respect when it comes to David Ayer. And, this is the video that we'll be showing today. And David Ayer, posted this right here, this very tweet right here, just kind of like, going, hey, thank you, sir. So, but if you guys hadn't seen it, this is what James Gunn had to say right here during this interview.
The support you've given to David Ayer over these years has been really amazing. Because I think David Ayer is a phenomenal filmmaker, and I hope one day that we can see his cut. And you tweeted something the other day I thought was really interesting. You said that kind of what he went through in that process kind of helped pave the way for you to be able to make this movie. And I'm wondering if you could elaborate on that. And have you seen his cut? And I mean, in terms of will you keep championing it to come out at some point?
I haven't seen David's cut. We've talked a lot about it. We've talked, he's told me exactly what happened with everything. And, a lot of the people at the studio are different people than who were there when his movie was happening. But I do think that Warner Brothers they have traditionally been the studio that supports the director. That's
100%.
Unless your last name is Snyder.
And so I think that has been sort of a glitch with some of that stuff that was happening in the overall history of Warner Brothers. And so, of course, they're sensitive to criticism, just like anybody would be. It's a studio, but it's also made up of human beings who, in my experience, have been some of the best people I've worked with in this industry. If not the very best, from the studio side. These are great people. So I think that, of course, they're going to be sensitive to that. And I think it makes them even more likely to be incredibly supportive of me because of what happened. So I don't dismiss, David's experience at all with that. And I'm grateful for everything he's done for me. He's been just a completely stand-up, great guy from the beginning, from the moment it was announced I was doing this movie. And I really love him. I think he's a fantastic person.
Well, James, thank you very much.
There you go. So, showing his praises, which is good. I mean, sadly, like I said, I mean, yeah, he did praise Warner Brothers, for being that kind of studio, which, for the most part they are. But then, when it came to certain things, when it comes to directors dealing with the big IP that they have, well, let's just face it, it just wasn't in the cards. But at the same time, what I like what James Gunn has been saying is the fact that, those struggles that happened in the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years, whatever the hell. I mean, even talking with the guys yesterday, and I think DJ even made a point during the interview yesterday when, I brought up that David Goyer, with the stupid fucking note that Warner Brothers gave them when it came to the end of Man of Steel, using the pod to kind of, zap away and send Zod and everybody off into the Phantom Zone and stuff like that. They were going, why? No, you got to change that because how is Superman going to get back to Krypton? Which shows very well that a lot of these execs don't know what the fuck they have when it comes to their IP. And hopefully in the last few years, like some of those people just kind of, I mean, obviously we still have Emmerich, there's still Hamada. Yes, there is. Sadly, those two individuals still. But at the same time, it's like, yeah. So I just think that after everything that's happened, especially that happened with Snyder, especially that happened with Ayer, all that stuff, hopefully now it's a better work environment. I don't know. I'm just hoping. I mean, that's all we can really hope for. It's like, yeah, from now on, hopefully these filmmakers are able to make the movies that they want to make. It sounds like when it came to James Gunn, he was able to do that. Now, is it still happening? Because then we hear stuff about, Kathy Yan, who, apparently there was like information that came out that she wanted a more, she had some more ideas that they were, when it came to Cassie Kane, when she wanted a more comic accurate, and then something happened with that. I don't know. It's hard to take everything with like on face value, because obviously during an interview everybody's going to say certain things. So it's like is James Gunn really going to be like, oh yeah, they were giving me notes like crazy, stupid notes, like fucking I can't believe what they were giving me, That's not going to come out right now. Obviously, they're trying to promote a new movie. So you can also look at it like that. There's many ways to look at it, but at the same time, all I'm really seeing here when it comes to this clip right here is the fact that he had nothing but great things to say about David Ayer, and the fact that he's spoken with David Ayer and they've talked about the cut and stuff like that. So, and I know some people out there think that he has all the power in the world to just be like, hey, you know what you guys should do? Just walk up to Warner Brothers and all them and be like, you know what you should do? Release the Ayer cut. You should do that. You should totally do that. I don't, he doesn't have the power for that. Now, I mean, it's all, when it comes down to it, it's up to them. And those guys, the ego on some of those guys. I mean, we heard Ann Sarnoff again after the weekend that Zack Snyder's Justice League came out. She basically put the kibosh on continuing, and then of course with the Ayer cut too. So, who deleted her tweet? Somebody deleted a tweet. Oh yeah, what she wanted back. No, I mean, apparently, I don't know. There was, it was what's her name, right? I forgot. What's her name? You guys know. I think Joe, that's who you're talking about, right? Because her tweet went crazy because she mentioned that she heard that they wanted a more comic accurate Cassie Kane. So, because let's face it, that Cassie Kane that we got in Birds of Prey didn't really work. Gail Simone, there you go. Yeah, her. There you go. Thank you, Meg. She tweeted about that. So it's kind of like, but at the same time, a lot of it's just like he said, she said. It's all hearsay. That's what sucks about it. But what I take positive from this clip is the fact that James Gunn continuously is always respecting David Ayer. He's always never, anytime, I think James Gunn tweets a little too much. He needs to, he does do a lot of tweeting. It's like, back off a little bit. They don't need to get into like any squabbles or anything like that. But at the same time, he's had nothing but respect and praises when it comes to David Ayer. And he's not going to be, it'd be insane if he actually would tweet out #release the Ayer cut. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but hey, you never know. You never know what could happen, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And, I'm sure there's been conversations that he's had with Warner Brothers execs where they're going, yeah, we're not going to release that. We're not going to release that. But at the same time, the fact that, he's admitted that they've talked and everything. And then David Ayer reciprocates by going like, thank you, sir, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Y'all are sheep. We're sheep compared to David Ayer, or to David Ayer, to Special K. We're all sheep. Yeah. Was that a sheep? They do that, right? Sound like a goat. More like a goat. But yeah, it's okay. You can call us all sheep if you want to. That's fine. I don't really care. But like I said, I'm just I'm all about the praises. That's all. The public praises. That's what I'm all about. There you go. All right. Let's talk about this box office that happened over the weekend. What happened? What happened over the weekend? I didn't do a box office video because after, doing the stream in the morning, and then I had to run some errands, and then I went and had, of course, dinner with my mom. I was just tired, so I didn't talk about the box office. Let's talk a little bit about this box office and what does it mean? What happened? Because obviously we had Old and Snake Eyes that came out. So you have, a potential blockbuster. We have a franchise that's already made so many attempts. Not so many, but how many attempts has there been on G.I. Joe? Two times, right? 2 attempts on G.I. Joe. And then, of course, we have an M. Night Shyamalan movie. So, So it kind of makes you kind of go, okay, what are we going to get here? And turns out that Old won the box office when it came to domestic, of course, and with $15.8 million right there. So Old ended up getting past Snake Eyes. So this is not good for the G.I. Joe franchise, which I'm just kind of going, you know what? When I saw the mixed reviews and I heard a lot of things about it, I'm just going like, how do they keep fucking this up? You know, they just seem to not, they don't know what they want to do with this franchise. It feels like they just have no idea, and they always go the route of, we have to make it like Marvel. Because I enjoyed that first trailer that came out. I thought, okay, this could be cool. Maybe there's going to be some cool fight choreography when it comes to the Snake Eyes. But and then I kept hearing that the camera work was very, very choppy, and it was all that, you know, crazy steady cam shit where there's everything is just, you start getting dizzy. You know, you start getting dizzy when you're watching these fight sequences. So, but Old made it, even though, yeah, like I said, you know, you guys saw my issues with it. I mean, I liked the movie, but I had problems with it. And like I said, M. Night really nailed that ending. He really landed big time. But the execution to get there was just a little messy when it came to me, at least. But I'm actually glad that he got the top box office. I'm wondering what the budget was. The budget couldn't have been too crazy. So I'm, you know, I mean, is M. Night going to always make, you know, is he always going to have movies that are just going to blow everybody away? No, that's not always going to be the case. Yeah, he goes a little up and down, but the fact of the matter is, I love the fact that he's constantly always working to create original thrillers, you know, movies like this, these crazy movies that make you think. And Old definitely does make you think. He definitely does. So, but yeah, Snake Eyes just womp womp. I wonder how much this movie cost. Man, only $4 million international. It's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And mind you, like, none of these movies were released at home at the same time, as far as I'm concerned. You know, didn't happen. But again, you kind of wonder, like, you know, when a movie is like almost like perfectly around like 2 hours, you kind of go like, well, did the studio ask for this? Makes you wonder. Definitely makes you wonder. So, and then of course, Black Widow took another 55% drop. Black Widow is currently at 314, you know, almost 315 million worldwide. So not too shabby, but of course you have to take in the premiums that Disney Plus got, which apparently was pretty good. So if we're going by those numbers, I thought, like, when I did the box office last week, or when the box office of the week that Black Widow came out, I mean, they were talking about, like, it could have probably got to the point of, this could be already like or $500 million, I should say. So I don't know. It's all interesting. And then Space Jam, whop, whop. Yeah, just kind of took a big, huge dive. But, you know, what do you expect? People have already forgotten about this movie. 69.1. That's a pretty good drop. It's a pretty good drop. And apparently the Fast Saga is going to be able to VOD the Fast Saga F9. You're going to be able to stream this like VOD, I think, this week. So, but I mean, that's done pretty good for the pandemic. 622 million. That's actually pretty damn good. So not too shabby. We're going to get more of those, of course. And God knows what the fuck else is going to happen in that franchise. I don't know where they can go. I mean, they went to space. Time travel. I mean, I just wouldn't be surprised at this moment. It is Universal, right? So they do have the rights. Don't they have the rights to? I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be some kind of DeLorean joke or something like that. But I would be like very scared about that. Oh my God. But it's okay. Congrats to M. Night Shyamalan, who won the box office, which he tends to do. Yeah. Does he always have winners? No, he does not. This, like I said, I would say it's not one of his weakest, but I mean, it's just, like I said, just to get to that what a twist, which was a good twist. Was a good twist at the end of Old, but just to to get there. The execution to get there was a little rough. At least that's what's happening. Yeah, Marty wouldn't like that. I know, right? Screw that. I know. They better not do the Jurassic Park crossover. If they do that, oh, that's going to be rough. It's definitely going to be rough. All right, let's talk about, okay, so I didn't do a reaction because, it's just a little teaser trailer. But yes, yesterday at Comic-Con at home, Matthias, however you say it, and the Snyders, Zach and Deborah, were on a panel, and they talked about, excuse me, nice little burp there. Pardon me. Happens. But always happens on Film Junkee Live on Mondays and also Fridays. Anyway, so they were on the Comic-Con panel yesterday, and it was a good panel. If you guys haven't watched it yet, just search for it, and you'll find it. They're going to go to the center of the earth. I would not be surprised. Yeah. They'll have a drill, and that something's going to happen. Anyways, so when it comes to Army of Thieves trailer, let's kind of look at this trailer a little bit here. So, I mean, it's a teaser more than anything. So let's kind of run through it real quick here. Maybe do like kind of like a break it down kind of thing. So first off, I mean, when I watched this trailer, I went, man, this does not feel like a Netflix movie. That's for damn sure. I mean, this shot right here is absolutely gorgeous. Just to open it up with this gorgeous shot right here. My God.
Ludwig Dieter, we've been watching you, and we want to recruit you.
Dun, 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 dun. There you go. That's how you sell the movie right there, guys. From producer Zack Snyder. They know how valuable his name is right now. So they're going to be pushing it out there like crazy. So you just love to see it. You love to see it.
You're familiar with the outbreak in America.
But I mean, look at how this thing is shot. And then, okay, so here we go right here. So obviously, yes, this is we know this is a prequel, but yeah, we're gonna see little screens probably like this, TV news broadcasts on the fact that the zombie apocalypse is happening in Vegas right now. That's what's gonna be happening. So I love the fact that that's going to be in the background. So this movie is all about the safes, and yes, it's kind of like a romantic comedy kind of thing. But the fact of the matter is, a zombie outbreak is happening on the other side of the world that's happening while this is, all happening. So that's what I kind of like about it. I like the fact that there's a subplot of a subplot that's happening in Army of Thieves that has this right here. So that's what's really cool about it. Look at that. So we'll see little stuff when it comes to all that. Astronaut, Alexander Gerst. Okay, so, interesting. Talking about an astronaut.
Yes, I heard something about it. The world's distracted.
World's distracted. Makes sense. Okay, did you guys catch that right there? Nice little throwback, maybe, I don't know, of Point Break? Anybody? I don't know. When I saw this, I was thinking, okay, I am an FBI agent. That's what I thought. When I saw this right here, I kind of went, is there going to be, it's got to be a Point Break joke, right? I'm sure that's going to be the case. Anyways, I thought that was kind of cool. Ow! I mean, nice dress. Nice hat.
It's yours. My only chance for what?
Of course, got the saves. Now, the saves are significant. If you kind of notice, this almost has, it has a similar layout to the one in Vegas. You got the cage right there. But then again, safes are, it's just the same kind of design. Like you have an outside thing and then you have the safe. But I'm trying to look. I'm like, okay, so what kind of Easter eggs can we see right here when it comes to this safe? Because, obviously the number 4 was relevant when it came to Army of the Dead. This one has 3 locks. I don't know, maybe 4. There could be one like right in the middle. So I'm not sure. Is the 4th thing happening? Possibly. Who knows?
A life less ordinary.
Click, click, click. There it is. Some action. And you got to love that Dieter scream right there. I mean, that's...
Guns? We have guns.
Guns? We have guns? See? I mean, he's a screamer.
This is about becoming legends.
There it is.
Any questions?
No.
And then you got these guys right here. This is going to be significant too, guys. This tattoo, I have a feeling. I'm not the best with Roman numerals. So somebody tell me what that means. I don't know. It's going to be some kind of number that's going to be significant, possibly. Who knows? They definitely have nice watches, which is cool. He's got some kind of animal on his. I don't know. Like I said, even though Zack Snyder did not direct this, he still produced it. I think there's going to be Easter eggs all throughout this fucking thing. So, you know, you got to look at little things like that. Like I just have the feeling that this might have some kind of significance. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Army of the Dead is 6 years. No, I think it's 6. Is it 6 years?
Yes, many. Hundreds.
Many. I know, right? I got the jeez. So there you go. Looks good. I love the ending right there when he says, like, yes, I got that. So yeah, it did end with a joke. Yes, it did. Yes, it did, Eric. But at the same time, when it comes to the character, it wasn't like a joke where everybody, you know, I don't know, it just felt a little bit different than the normal, like, you know, it didn't, because, you know, he's sitting between two large gentlemen who is going to be part of a crew. So of course, why would Dieter not have hundreds of questions? So what's going on, Shaking? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. But yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens when it comes to all that. But like, it's just so, you know, what I like about it, again, the thing that intrigues me the most is the fact that it is a prequel to a zombie movie that's going to have the zombie outbreak in the background. Like it's not going to be at the forefront. You know, it's all about the safes, but the safes are significant to the entire universe. That's the thing. You know, there's something significant about these specific safes. That's what it is. You know, are they doors to the multiverse? What is going on? Because obviously, when it comes to the events that happen in Army of the Dead, and when Van came out of it, and you know he was bitten, but we didn't see him get bit. You know, there's a lot of things there. There's so many questions, and even Dieter at when we first see him in Army of the Dead, he mentions the fact that it's like a doorway to a new world. So what kind of significance, what more are we going to get to the story? That's what I'm so intrigued by. What more are we going to get to the story? And I love the fact that it's different. It's different. So yeah. So, I mean, it's a Zack, you know, even though Zack Snyder, like I said, even though he's not directing, it's still going to have very much the layers there. I think, you know, he was very much involved with the story of it. And I can't wait. And like I said, it looks like a beautifully shot movie. Beautifully shot. Yeah, it kind of, you know, it might have some of the generic, like, okay, there's going to be, it's going to be a heist movie and blah, 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 and whatever. But hey, I'm okay with it. But apparently, too, what's her name? Who's the girl in it? Something Emmanuel. What is it? I forgot her first name. Jeez, it's like something Emmanuel, right? Who her name in the movie is Gwendolyn, and when we catch up with Dieter, that little store has that place that he works at has Natalie. Sorry, yeah, Natalie. There you go. Has her name, has that character's name right there. So there you go. Already the connections right there. So that's good stuff. Yeah, she was in Game of Thrones. She's also in the Fast. She's been recently in the Fast saga too, but she, you know, she's fine. It's fine. She's a beautiful woman. That's for damn sure. Jesus Christ, she's a beautiful woman. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be something pretty great. So, all right, guys. Enough of the topics. Let's go to the Twitter questions. Man, I still got this page. Because the Flash film page, they still have as their pinned tweet the lightsaber CW Flash. Oh, that's a crazy scene. Just a crazy scene. All right, let's go to these Twitter questions right here. Boop. All right. Mr. Darren, laugh now, cry later. So Snyder has JL2 and 3 storyboards that he won't show for a reason. Could it be he's waiting to see how the other movies go so that they can all tie into the story? And I think for Affleck to sign on for The Flash, it had to be something pretty epic. Yeah, me too. And like I said, he actually, gave his input on the script. So there's very much that aspect of it too. So the fact that he wanted to put his input and kind of look over the pages and kind of rewrite the pages if he did so, shit. It's got to be something good when it comes to that. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, yeah, we still don't know exactly what was going to happen in those sequels because, you never know. But at the same time, whatever they want to do, whether it be animation, graphic novel, or if the Snyders aren't full-on hands-on involved with any kind of sequelness. But I would just love to be like, hey, just use whatever story, just finish it off. Anyways, Edward. So I guess we can say Geekosity was right months ago with Affleck suiting up. This shows he better not be lying about Cavill being in Black Adam. Yeah, well, let's hope. I'm wondering if Cavill's going to be in The Flash. I don't know. Ryan, as a California resident, you'll get transferring from the 10 to the 60 to the 91. Was out in Disneyland last week and out in the eastern region of LA, your world. Waved virtually, Film Junkee Live. Well, thank you, sir. I was like, yeah, the 10, 60, and the 91. Some of the worst freeways. Jesus Christ. Claytalian. How much could Affleck actually be involved in the Flash film? Could he appear as DCEU Bruce Wayne at the beginning and then perhaps in Injustice-style Elseworlds Batman based on the new suit later on, since this is more of a... Yeah? I mean, there's also that too. You kind of wonder about that. But I mean, the cowl is just, it's the fucking Justice League cowl. And by the way, remember when Mr. Reeves effects, Sean was on? I mean, he talked about how like that Justice League cowl does not have the same kind of neck movement that the BVS cowl does. So interesting. John, words cannot express how much I truly despise WB. A year ago, had I seen those photos of Batfleck, well, his stunt double, on the set of The Flash, I would have been pumped, but they had to go and fire a black guy for speaking about racism to save Mr. Ball. Well, they didn't necessarily fire him. He kind of quit on his own volition. So it wasn't exactly a firing. It wasn't like, like when they fired James Gunn from Guardians or from all that stuff. It wasn't a firing exactly. It was more of a Ray Fisher taking a stand for himself. So, and not wanting to be a part of any of stuff that's going to be associated with Walter Hamada, because Walter Hamada refuses to do a public apology, of course. All right, Eric. Yo, Dave. Time for one of the most important questions of life itself. No pot required, just a red pill or a blue pill. Let's see. Red pill, go back in time and fix all your mistakes. Or blue pill, $25 million non-taxable in hand. Definitely a blue pill. Definitely blue pill because, if you want to go back and make and correct all the mistakes, it's whatever. It's in the past. It's in the past. Nothing's going to fully haunt you again, but it's in the past. So I liked what basketball player that just on the Bucks who just won. I mean, he had an interview during the finals, and he even said that if you're dwelling on stuff in the past, that's your ego. That's your ego. And I very much agree with that. It's like you almost have to like overpower that. Yeah, there's many times where you think of like something random that was like stupid that you did in your past. But at the same time, it's done. It's over with. It's in the past. But yet when we dwell on that stuff, yeah, that very much is our ego. That is just doing that. But, you can only move forward and be better and be better. That's what we could do. So, yeah, I will definitely blue pill and take the $25 million. Jesus Christ. 100%. It's like the past. Let the past be the past, man. Let the past be the past. Nobody's perfect, but you can't just dwell on the past right there. So, yeah, definitely do that. Andrew, Nathan, Hey, Dave, what's up? With the trade saying Batfleck's done and will be erased in this movie, they said he was only going to be Bruce Wayne and wasn't going to be wearing the suit. So the trades don't know everything. Go figure. Yeah, just the way it is. And we don't know all the full details, but it seems like, definitely that was wrong. But they were kind of going off Reddit. Yeah, don't ever go off fully with Reddit. Lane. Hey, Dave, do you think the Batfleck score would be different than Justice League, which they use Junkee's one, but I highly doubt that. Maybe a new Batfleck theme. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. What are they going to use when it comes to Batfleck showing up on that Bat bike? I remember somebody actually put the dun, 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 dun. They actually put that in one of the set videos, which I thought was pretty cool. Alakazoo, it's hey Dave, which of Sergio Leone's movies have you seen, and which are your favorite? Okay, let me look him up because drawing a blank. I know I've heard the name, and I'm already know I'm gonna be like Sergio. Come on, let me look him up. Let's see. If my laptop would go a little slower. Once Upon a Time in America. That's right, he did that one. Let's see. A Fistful of Dollars, that's always going to be a good one. Well, he wrote that. So he's just like, yeah, okay. I mean, guy's got so many credits. Ben-Hur, yeah. So he's a second unit director, too. Assistant to director. And also, what is he full-on directed, though? Once Upon a Time in America. I guess that's what, yeah, and Fistful of Dollars, too. I mean, that's always going to be a classic right there, Fistful of Dollars. So, but he's got a ton of writing credits, too. So, yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. He's always, he was big when it came to the Westerns and stuff like that. So I'd say A Fistful of Dollars. Right there. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Anyways, the front wheels are clearly a cover to cover the real one. I can't wait to see how CGI makes the bike look. Yeah, I'm wondering. It seems like they're going to add something. Seems like going to be more than that. Likelihood of Zach going back to Warner Brothers at this point? Well, not anytime soon. That's for damn sure. So close to none. Likelihood of Snyderverse continuing under a different director? A bit higher. Yeah. See what this Film Joe's has to say. Yeah, that's what I'd say. The likelihood of Snyder coming back right now, slim to none. But like I said, his story is still there that could be told in a different kind of form. Who knows? So, yeah, I agree with you, Eric. Fistful of Dollars right there. But yeah, the likelihood of him, coming back as of right now, probably like slim to none. But his story is still there. Maybe they could do something with it, And at the same time, before anybody freaks out about it, Zack Snyder himself said, I pitched the story to DC Comics for a graphic novel. He's thought about animation as well. Has also said that if somebody takes over the reins, that he's not directing, he'd be okay with that. So, for all the people that it's Snyder or nothing, what are you going to do? It's like, I just kind of wonder, if it does get released in graphic novel form, are you not going to buy it? If it does get released as an animated series or something like that, are you not going to watch it? You're going to. Of course you are. So, I don't know. Just get Jay Oliva. Get the people that are going to be doing the Norse God stuff. I don't know. That'd be pretty sweet. So, yeah. So there you go. We'll see what happens with that. Anyways, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Appreciate guys spending some time with me and all that and everything. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up before you leave. And then, of course, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, too, and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm doing everything. And then, of course, if you want to join Film Junkee, I'll, like I said, I try to post vlogs as much as possible. I'll be posting a vlog later, of course. And then if you want to join the Patreon is down below. And, that helps out the pirate ship greatly. And then, of course, merchandise. You want to get a shirt, you want to get a Flashpoint shirt and the Back to the Future writing. Hey, it's down below. So do all that. Yeah, so do all that, and yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But like I said, for you out there, I mean, like I said, animation, all that stuff. Oh, Mama Film Junkie was here. Hi, bye, Mom. Didn't see you there. I was too busy concentrating on everything else. Anyways, guys, love you. Bye-bye.